Yay! Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the January 2024 Ask Your Guides Live. So happy to have you here. As you know, I've been off sick for a while, so I've missed seeing all of your beautiful faces. I'm excited to hear your questions and talk to your angels this morning. My voice is not quite there yet, so I'll go as long as I can, but hopefully we'll have time to get through everyone. I won't be answering questions on the YouTube side. Sorry, guys. That will have to wait for our metaphysical chat. But you guys feel free to have a great conversation over there and just enjoy what's going on and offering your observations. That's always appreciated. Let's just take a quick moment to do a little opening prayer and thank our teams and start us off with the right energy. So take a couple of deep breaths. Settle into your seat, close your eyes. Just feel that energy that's building in your solar plexus. It's expanding. Golden ball of divine light, setting you on fire with a desire to change the world, to share your love, your energy, your inspired ideas with this crazy world that is really needing right now. So let's send out that big ball of love energy to the entire world. Let it send it like a sonic boom across the prairies, the plains, the mountains, the pastures, the deserts, the entire globe, all of Earth, covered with this beautiful golden divine love light that we have the power to share because, baby, we've got the power. Our angels have proven that to us over and over. And now it's time to use it purposefully to change this world, to make it that better place that we all dream of. So all of our angel teams, guides, teachers, masters, thank you for being here with us today in this circle. Thank all of you for being here because without you, it wouldn't be possible. So with that, let's dive in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to just have a ball today. So Danielle, let's see, Danielle, sorry, if I can find you. There you are.
All right, good morning.
Right. Hey there, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Um, so my question is about the name of my business.
Okay.
So I think I came up with a name. I've been just going over so many different, well, for so long now. And I've been asking for a sign that, is this good? Is this resonating with what I want to sell? Is it going to be well received? I don't know if maybe I'm not asking the question correctly, but I haven't really noticed um, any signs that
Okay.
like, yes, we're on the right path. Like, let's do this, like do this and then move on. Right. And so I want to get some reassurance from you because maybe I'm getting it and I'm just not noticing it. So if you can ask.
Yeah. What's the name?
So the name is kind of crazy. So you're going to ask the question and I'll just say the name and then eventually it's one of those things that like eventually it'll catch on for people, but
Uh-huh.
it's in Latin, so I don't want you to
Okay.
say it and then fumble it or whatever because you feel bad or whatever, not feel bad,
Gotcha.
but yeah, so
So
you
the
get
name
it right.
that Danielle has in mind for her business, is this the optimal choice for achieving the success and launch that she dreams of? Not quite there yet.
Okay.
That's why you're not getting it. You're in the vicinity, but it's not dialed in enough yet.
Okay. Okay. Like, is there any direction they could help me go in or just keep on the same track that I'm doing? Because it's been so hard.
Yeah, it is.
It
Because
is.
it's writing on it. So
Right. And everything's taken. Like I think of something and then I go into a URL and it's gone, or yeah, it's been tough.
yeah, that is hard these days. So is there any direction that you can send her in order to find that optimal name and get moving forward? They're saying you're putting too much pressure on yourself. It's not as important as you think it is. So do you have like a nickname for it that you could use to start with, and then over time it could morph?
Uh, the thing is like is you don't want to present it in one way and then change it and then it's like confusion, right? But I have kind of gotten the pre-notion, the notion of like just start doing it and like the name will come. But it's been really hard because I want to kind of start like doing YouTube channel and like kind of try to get a following on like the beginnings and the like progression of it. But it's just so hard to do that if I don't have a name for it. So I think it's just really been a block for me.
Yeah. So what is your pet name for it?
I don't have a pet name for it. I just like I literally, you know, yeah.
Okay. So start there. This is your baby. This is your baby. What would you call your baby lovingly as you're nurturing it?
Okay. Okay.
That will help you find the thing that feels comfortable. And don't worry about what other people think of it because it really doesn't matter. It's all about how you come out and brand it anyway.
Well, I'm looking at like the energetics behind it, like the numerology. So that's kind of been important about it too. So that's another one as you think of the name and then you put in the destiny number for it and then it becomes a certain number and you're like, does that resonate with like my destiny number and like what I'm trying to achieve with the business? So it's like also
Yeah.
having the
Too much
energetics
in
behind it.
your head. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You're in yourself every which
So
way.
you don't think that
So
that's important?
people have been naming businesses for eons without using numerology.
Very
It-
true. But yeah, okay. But
so you're creating a stumbling block that doesn't have to be there. Now, you could, if you get something you really like and it doesn't work out number wise, change the way you spell it. Play with that to make it fit. How many
yeah.
people do you know who have changed their legal name to add an extra letter somewhere to make it fit numerologically?
Yeah, I no, I agree. I have been playing with that because I have a numerology calculator and things like that. Yeah, I think yeah, it's just been such a block for me, but
Ultimately, a name that speaks to what you do that people understand is more important than numerology. So you can let that keep being your block, or you can say, I'm going to focus in on what feels good to me. What
it
describes what I want people to feel when they hear my business?
that's what I've been doing, like thinking of names, right? That like describe it, a feeling, a name, yeah, certain things like that. So I have been going that route. Um, so yeah, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and then progress and still maybe next month we'll revisit this and
But
I'll have
also
something new.
think about like a pet name. What would you use as the nickname? Because you need to call it something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the daughter-in-law that comes into the family and doesn't want to call the mother-in-law mom, but
Mhm.
she doesn't know what to call her. She doesn't feel comfortable using her first name, so she calls her nothing. And it's
Mhm.
so awkward and uncomfortable for everybody. So pick
Mhm.
something,
Yeah.
call it that. That starts the connection for you, and from that can evolve the best name.
Okay. Okay. I'll work on that.
Okay,
All right. Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, Eileen, come on up. Let's see, where are you? There you are.
All right.
Morning.
Morning. It has been an insane week. I was telling the group before we came on. I'm just looking right now for general guidance and because as you know, I'm looking for a new job. I cannot, I don't want to go to the new location, but I just need help. It's been a tough week. We lost an uncle and various things, so it's been a crazy week.
Sorry to hear that. So what would you
Well,
like to ask of your team?
let's start with general guidance. Just, am I heading in the right direction? Should I up my looking for a new job? What am I supposed to be doing? I have started work. I'm doing the 21-day Akashic record thing, and I'm feeling I'm floundering. I feel disjointed.
Okay, so what can you share with Eileen to help her feel less disjointed, more connected? So they're saying when you spend time with them, let go of all that stuff, all the worries of the day, just as you would when you sit down with your best friend and you want to have a conversation, your energy, your focus is on that person, not all this other stuff. Then just get quiet. Feel your way into the camaraderie that you have with your team. This is you developing a different, deeper relationship with them. So take away all the expectations. Just go with the feeling of love and appreciation for who they are and what they bring to the table. And allow it to flow.
There was something that happened yesterday during my meditation that I'd like your opinion on. For some reason, was brought back to an article having to do with them identifying another person from 9/11. And all of a sudden I said, okay, I thought of the fact that there might be people who are homeless who will never be identified because nobody knew them. And I just sort of sent a prayer saying, don't worry, you are remembered. If not by name, there is some. And all of a sudden I felt this such strong emotional reaction. And I don't know where it came from, but it was just so powerful that I'm wondering if the guys can help me figure out where that came from, because it was so powerful.
Yeah, I felt it as you talked about it coming from the heart chakra. So what it is, those people who you sent that love message to responded. That was their response. That was them sending love back to you saying, thank you for remembering us.
It truly, it hit me so, how it's just right into here. And it surprised me to that extent. But I was doing that during that meditation. It just hit.
Yeah. And you were feeling led to
okay.
that. Something put that on your mind. And hang on, let me see. There we go. So it was there. Your angels were bringing it up into your conscious awareness. That's how it works. And then you followed your heart, sent the message, and got the response. Like a telegraph. It's really cool.
That it was definitely a unique situation. Do my guys have any suggestions now to a different topic, is jobs and the new? I'm worried about this new move to the new location because every time I think of it, it just bad vibes.
Yeah. Well, the first thing is to stop worrying, more
Yeah.
lean into the angels and, hey, we have a deadline here. I don't want to go to the new place. So come on, give me some inspired ideas, send me some leads so that I can
Yeah.
follow up and get this new gig going.
Yeah.
So stay out of the worry, trusting
Okay.
that they're going to take care of you.
Yeah. Well, I did apply for one position, and I'm not sure if it's going to be optimal, but I've started that process. So and as I said, I'm working on my book. I'm starting to do more research, and it's interesting. When I go into my meditation, the first thing I see is a forest, and I'm walking through a forest. And one of the evenings, I actually asked, "Is the reason why I want to do these books? Is it because I was there?" And I didn't quite glimpse it, but I could feel there was some place they were taking me to, and there was a brighter place that they were like a light shining in the forest in one spot that they were taking me to, and I didn't quite reach it, but I knew it was there.
Yeah.
So it's
There's a resonance for you. That's what draws you in.
yeah. So we'll see what
You
happens.
keep working on the book because that's the right energy that
Yeah.
spills over into all the other parts of your life,
Yeah.
including finding the job. And
Yeah.
any job that you are even the littlest bit interested in, go apply. Don't limit
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay. I will.
Because that little spark of interest is your angel saying, hey, here's one. Here's
Yeah.
another.
Okay.
They want
I
you to have lots of choices.
Yeah. There was a position that that was popped up, but I, for a number of reasons, I ended up getting sick and I didn't apply for it because I ended up being out for 2 weeks. And in hindsight, I think No, it's a good thing I didn't apply to that one because it's in Nebraska and there's no way I'd be happy in Nebraska.
Yeah,
It-
everything
it-
always works out for
yeah,
Eileen. Just
yeah,
keep
it was,
telling yourself
yeah,
that. It will.
yep.
Awesome.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
thank you. And I want to send love and white light and warm white light to those of us who are freezing, to everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, Rachel, come on up.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Deborah. Wow, perfect timing. So, I know you haven't been well, too, and I've been so sick in 2 weeks, like really, really bad, like all kinds of issues, like weird things. I don't want to talk about that, but I do want to ask my guides, like, what are they trying to tell me? I mean, today is a day I'm feeling a little bit like not fully myself yet, but but I know they said to slow down and stop, which I did. But is there anything they're trying to tell me?
Well, you know what I realized going through, I've been like a month pretty much not doing hardly anything, and I had to surrender because it was just so bad. A lot of people are getting that now, so that's part of it. But the other thing that hit me, ding, ding, ding. Do you remember all those times you said you needed a month's vacation? We just gave you one.
Mm,
So it's the lesson about the power of our words and manifestation and what we're asking for. We may not get it exactly the way
yeah.
we expect to. So if you have been feeling like you needed a break, maybe this was their way of giving you a break. But let's ask for
It
Rachel.
was it was a painful break.
Oh, I'm sorry. So is there a message that Rachel is to get from this period of illness she's gone through? Yeah, slow down, you move too fast. Gotta make the morning last, just tripping down the cobblestones, feeling groovy. Do you feel that? They have been telling you for months. It's about
Yeah.
loosening up, it's feeling groovy, it's having a good time. So more of that, because you've got to allow your body, your soul to regenerate. That's self-care. It can't be just drive, 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 drive. You know, I'm seeing you beating the horses with the whip, you know, like the old time on the stagecoach, and they got to get
Yeah.
somewhere. They're pushing, pushing. The angels want you to understand that when you're efforting like that, you're making it harder on yourself. Manifestations take longer from that energy rather than the energy of flow, allow, excitement, and fun.
Mm. I'm doing a lot of like rest and meditation and all of that more than ever, and very, feeling really good about it. So I definitely want to keep up with that. But yeah, it's that's the message that I, was getting to, just slow down and but having said that though, I do want to ask, with YouTube and my business, I mean, I don't feel pressure at all. I feel like everything is on track. And I just want to have your, I don't know, just is everything, I mean, am I, is this year going to be the year that I'm going to see the bigger results with YouTube?
So, for Rachel, is it highly likely that in 2024 she will have a breakthrough with her channel? Yeah, the possibility is there. It's more relaxing and allowing it to evolve rather than shoving, pushing, and efforting.
Yeah.
A visual of you at a water park. I don't know if you've ever gone to a water park. Get a friend and go do something fun like that. Just something out of character that you wouldn't normally do,
Yeah.
because it will shift your energy. When you're in that space of that shifted excitement energy, more clarity will come through for you. Those inspired ideas about, oh, I could make a video about this or that, and then it will suddenly take off.
Yeah. Yeah. Something, yeah, that's a good point. Just really quickly about asking, you said something really important here, and I think that's maybe where I'm stuck at. When
Okay.
it comes to love and when it comes to my YouTube, those two things specifically, what is it that I need to ask for? Because I feel that's where I'm like, I don't really know what to ask. I'm like, oh, just want a lot of views, and oh, I just want to fall in love and, meet my guy, but nothing's happening. I'm not really, it's not specific. I don't like, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of That's probably a very specific question, what to ask.
Yeah, it goes back to the successful way to manifest, and that is not to focus on what you don't have. It's to focus on gratitude for what you do have. So instead of, oh, my channel only got X number of views, only got the limitation in that. Do you hear that? Oh, I'm so excited because my channel has grown and from where I was when I was working so hard, and now I'm gaining followers on a regular basis. I'm getting new views. However, you can spin, because spin is involved here to focus on the positive, the aspirational side of it, being in gratitude for that. So stop looking at what you don't have. Oh, I don't have a romantic relationship. What a bummer. And what does that do? That creates the energy of focusing on not having, which perpetuates more not having. So instead of that, you could say, oh, I'm so happy and grateful. I've got all these lovely friends I can spend time with. Life is good. I'm on the right track, and I'm so excited to see what comes tomorrow. It's really being very conscious of the words that you say, just like the example of getting sick.
It's not about asking, it's really about, I mean, I am doing my daily gratitude, that's something that I definitely am keeping up with, but with the love, I really thought, okay, I need to ask and visualize, I don't know, specifically, or ask something more specific. What you're saying is, no, be grateful for what you have.
And it expands because what you focus on expands. So we've talked a few times about when you pray and you keep praying for the same thing, that is really a limiting belief that they're not doing it and you have to keep asking, begging, pleading. No, ask them one time, and that after that, then you're grateful that they're bringing it to you. Timing is not up to you.
No, no.
Right? They've got to work everything out. There's a bigger plan in place. You can accelerate it by focusing on the positive, being in gratitude for what you have, staying out of that other energy of noticing what you don't have. That's a real game you can play with yourself. Maybe keep score. How many times today did I slip into noticing what I don't have versus what I do have? The better you get at staying in the gratitude and focusing on what you do have, the faster the manifestations will come. And you'll feel
advice for
better.
everyone.
Yeah, that's basic manifesting.
Yeah.
For all of us, that's what we have to learn. So
Yeah.
stop nagging your angels that you don't have it yet. Instead,
I
play
don't.
that happy game with them. You guys are so terrific. Thanks for all the fun you bring into my life. I'm so excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Good to see you alive and kicking, Deborah.
Thank you. You too.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Mike, come on up. Are you there? You have to turn your camera on so I can pin you. Mike, are you there? Okay, I'll come back to you. You probably stepped out for a minute. Kate, how about you? Come on up.
Wonderful. Hello.
Hi.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
I too had a bout of sickness that I struggled with, and I agree. I feel like it's kind of going through us all. My question has to do with yesterday. I had asked my guides right first thing in the morning, please help my words be, the optimum ones to help reach the people that I need to reach. And I felt everything was going well. And then I had a meeting with some people and it went so poorly. I just feel like I've been thrown off. Like it was that strong of a response that I just felt like I got tossed into swirling chaos. So my question is, did what I say, was that useful? Was I supposed to say those things, even if it didn't necessarily make the obvious positive impact that I was hoping? I would hate to think, not that I would hate to think that what I did actually caused the team to go backwards. Basically, we're looking for improvements for patient safety. And we're trying to work with a team, and their answer was like, we've done all we can do. We can't do any better. And so our request was, well, we need to improve this. What can we do to help you? What can we do to support you? And they just did not want to hear it. There it was, and I actually had one person reach out and was very antagonistic to me. It was like, how dare you tell us we're doing things poorly? And I was like, that's what we're here for, is to help these people. I cannot, we have to make sure that the specimens that we run in the lab are labeled appropriately, that we're testing the right people, because we could actually hurt somebody.
Mhm.
And so it's really important that the quality of your work needs to improve, and we're here to help you with that. And it was just, oh, it was so rough. I mean, I was so triggered at the end of that meeting. So I guess my question is really, do I just need to step away? Do I, is this important? Should I keep trying? Um, am I going to be helpful, or am I not the right person to try to help light the fire and get them to make some changes?
So the first thing is get out of your head about it. You know what your intentions are, and you spoke from your heart with your intentions. That's the best you can do. So let's
Yeah.
just ask about it. For Kate, this conversation yesterday with these people who took it poorly, can you give her some guidance on that? Is there something that she can do to break through this blockage with them? And I'm seeing the river flow. Ignore the fact that they got their backs all up. Pretend like it didn't even happen. You are the river and you are flowing. You're continuing. You're going to look for a way in, around. And what I'm feeling like is, first of all, they want you to know you planted seeds. So it
Okay.
wasn't for nothing.
Sure.
So that's going on. And they may need a little time to let those seeds start to germinate. So you
Right.
don't want to rush it either. You want to
Right.
really feel your way through it, because you don't have to go dashing over the boulders in the middle of the stream. You can gently go around them. So for these people who may be a little entrenched in their culture and their way of thinking, your challenge is to help them get out of the box and look at it from a different perspective. So I'm sure you did this, but for whatever reason, they didn't hear it. Try some more, doing it from the perspective of, we're in this together, we're a team.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll up our sleeves and look at it from outside the box. We want to get in that box. How do we get in there? Let's look. And if there's not a door, then let's make a door.
Right.
Let's not accept the fact that there's no door, we can't get in. So we make a door, or we walk through the walls. No limitations here. It's your challenge with these people is to help them take off the blinders, stop seeing the limitations, let their imagination and their creativity come in.
Mhm.
Together, make it exciting and fun. How do we solve this problem?
Mhm. Mhm. That's
So if you
good. That's kind of,
capture that
yeah,
energy, then they're going to get on board with you.
sure.
Then they're not seeing you as the adversary. For whatever reason, they got their backs up and they saw you as the adversary.
Yeah. Well,
So
it's hard sometimes, that maybe these people have already been trying as much as they can, and they feel like they don't have any resources left. And that's really kind of what I felt. It's like they've done all that they're able at their level, what they can do. Okay.
So you can see them. You can validate that you see their efforts and you
Sure.
appreciate their efforts.
And
That
I'm
helps
here to help.
a lot. Yeah. It's like, okay, so we've hit a roadblock. Let's figure out how to go over, around, through, under,
Mhm.
obliterate, whatever we got to do. But together, we have enough power here to solve this problem. So let's get really creative, out of the box thinking. Let me have it with your wild and crazy ideas about how we can do this. Because there's probably somebody sitting there who's got the answer, but they're
Right.
thinking, that's too crazy. I can't say that. No,
Right.
brainstorming is the time when you come out with the crazy.
Right. Yeah, and I'm here for that. So
Yeah. So if you can bring that more of a lighthearted, fun attitude, camaraderie, still being in charge, of course, but I'm with you, not your enemy. Also remembering you planted seeds. So let
yeah.
the seeds germinate a little bit.
Yeah.
Really go into your heart chakra and feel your way through as you deal with them, and you'll be just golden. It's
Okay.
something new. It's expanding for you too.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt very
Angels are
triggered.
reminding
Like
me,
here I'm crying.
don't be triggered. For you, it's a growth opportunity. It's exciting. What am I going to do with this? And how wonderful when you and your team solve the
Make it
problem
through.
and turn it around.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm seeing the river and like, when you see the bend and it hits the water, hits a stopping point and then it starts to make a new stream to go around the hard stone, like so it makes a whole nother path. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Thank
And
you so much
sometimes
for sharing that. Yeah.
sometimes it takes time, but the
Mhm.
water is the most powerful force there. It's going to
Mhm.
find a way.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye. Mike, did you get back? Don't see you. Hey, the people who I've answered your question, if you would sign off of Zoom and go on to YouTube, that would be really helpful because then I'd have fewer people to scroll through at the top. It's hard to find you when it's like this. And if you don't want to, that's okay too, but it would just be helpful. Katrina, come on up. Are you there? I need you to turn on your camera so I can bring you forward. Okay. We'll come back to you, Katrina. Senum, I see that you're there. Come on up. Hi.
Hi.
There. Can you say your name for me?
It is Senem. Senem.
Senum. Okay. What is your
Yeah.
question?
Hi. Yeah. Hi, everyone. So actually, my question is about family planning. So I seek guidance on when would be the right time for me to begin preparing for the pregnancy, and also does the location matter as well? Yeah.
Okay. So for Senum, say your question again.
So actually, when would be the right time for me to begin preparing for the pregnancy?
Okay.
And does the location matter? Yeah.
All right. So for Senum, is now an optimal time to prepare for her pregnancy? Yeah, it feels really good. And is there anything about location that would have a positive impact? No, location's not a factor. Yeah, it's all about your energy and intention, plus that little soul on the other side who's waiting to be born to you. They're already energetically engaging with you and preparing. So that's happening.
Thank you.
Is that good?
Yeah, thank you.
You are welcome. Good luck. Keep us posted.
Thank you.
Okay, Kat, I see you're there now. Come on up.
All right. I'm trying to figure out this whole camera thing. Sorry.
Here, I see you.
Okay. Hi. I'm
Hi.
glad you're back and I'm glad you're feeling a little better. You're on the mend. That's great. Yeah. So last time I saw y'all, it was a lot. It was really heavy. I had to sign off right away, but I just wanted to just check in and ask for any guidance my angels might have for me at this time. And any insight that I need to be aware of in the next 2-3 months. Yeah.
All right. So for Kat, what kind of guidance do you have for her in the next couple of months? Help her with this situation she's going through. Oh gosh, I'm seeing you standing on this. It's like a small barge or a big raft, and there's this rudder at the head of it, and you are controlling that rudder. And so you're feeling the pressure of going this alone, and it's big. It's mammoth in front of you. It's a bit overwhelming. So up from behind comes your angel, puts their hand over yours, saying, Kat, you're not alone. You were never alone. We're here. We've got your hand steady on the rudder. Just call on us more often and let us help you.
Okay. I needed that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. Wendy, come on up.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. It's so strange because so many of the previous questions are similar to the question that I have.
That happens.
Yeah, I am leaving a job that I've been at for quite a while. I'm taking a job closer to home, but it's for a lot less money. It's a good amount. That's less stress. Closer to home, I come home for lunch, little things like that. I'm hoping I'm making a good move. I do need to still make a good income. So I just need some verification that I'm making the right choice. And I'm sorry, I've been sick for a couple of weeks too. So it's been bad. But I guess I just want some guidance that, what do my guides and angels have to say about that? Am I making the right choice on making this move? Because I am losing quite a bit of income, but I'm hoping it's right.
Okay. So for Wendy, is this new job with the pay cut that she's moving for, is this an optimal choice for her right now? Yeah, it feels good. So is there something coming along that's going to fill the gap for the income? That's kind of up in neither yes nor no right now, but there's a possibility. So is there some action she needs to take in order to increase her income to make this a comfortable move? Yeah. Now, is that action with the job that she's taking? No. So it would be like a side hustle if you wanted to do something as a side hustle. So is there
Okay.
something that you're inspired to do?
I have started like 10 books, but I don't get very far. I get in through, maybe 10, 15 pages, great ideas, maybe a little bit further, and then I move on to something else. So I don't know if it has something to do with writing. I don't think I'm a very articulate writer, but I like to write stories. So I'm not sure if that would be anything to do. I don't really know. I don't know what I would do on the side.
So the writing stories, is that something that you feel drawn to do that feeds your soul that you want to do more of?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I like to do that.
Okay. So if you're having trouble getting through and doing a whole book, but you can do short stories, then start there. Go with what you can do, right?
Okay.
So you could go on Medium, you could publish your short stories. You might find people love your writing and you develop a following. And they do pay you some pennies for your stories. So there is that. But
Okay.
more than that, do it for the love of it, to fulfill your passion, because that puts the right energy into the stories, as well as the
Okay.
intention that goes with it, right?
Okay.
And then it could open some other doors. But you're always wanting to follow that thing that feeds your soul. Don't suppress it. So that could
Okay.
be something that you could work on the side.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. I appreciate it so much.
You are so welcome. Bye.
Thank you.
Judy, I see your beautiful face. Come on up.
Hi,
Okay.
Deborah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Your picture just went away. I got to find you again.
Okay.
It's that timing thing. You got to grab you at just the right spot. There you are.
Okay. Thank you so much, Deborah. And it's so good to see you. And you look healthy. You look well. And I'm very grateful for that. And today I don't have a question. What I want to use this time for is to ask everyone for prayers and healing energy for our friend Susan Cox, who's having major surgery today. She's in intensive care in the hospital in New York, and has been in the hospital for a few weeks now. And she's such a wonderful part of this group. And I just want to ask everyone if we can just flood her with prayers and healing energy, so that the surgery will go well and she'll be able to fully recover.
Yes, absolutely. So all of the angels, guides, teachers, masters come together with us in our loving intention to send healing energy to our friend Susan, who's having surgery today, and be with her team of doctors and nurses, that they might give her the highest level of care for her continued well-being, so that she might regain her strength and live her vital life, because she's been dealing with a lot of stuff for a very long time. So please, angels, bring it on more than you brought it on before, and help her to finally break through this logjam of illness, to find that robust, vital health, so that she can join with her fellow light workers as her heart desires, as we all change the world together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for bringing that, Judy. I really appreciate that. And I want to also thank you for all the healing and love that you sent me when I was sick. Sending it back to you because you've been sick.
Thank you so much. It was truly my pleasure, and it's just an example of when you're open to guidance. Our guides and angels lead us to what to do. So that was easy because I was guided. But thank you so much, and I send love and light and peace to all of you.
Thank you, Judy. It's great to see you.
Same here.
Melinda, come on up.
Sorry, wrong button.
That's okay.
Hold on. There we go. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm glad you're feeling well. I'm trying to ward off illness myself because I'm daily surrounded by 14 4-year-olds that can cough in your face without, it happens. So doing my best. I just had a question today about what advice do my angels and guides have for living an optimal February?
Okay. So for Melinda, what can you share with her about an optimal February? Well, they're saying don't worry about the germs. Put your bubble, your protective bubble on from the angels. Wear that, and then go forth with confidence as you do your job, knowing that you are protected and you are safe. That will allow you, oh my gosh, I feel your heart chakra just expanding so huge, to share more with those children. Excuse me a moment. Yeah, so you don't want to be in that fear, because that attracts exactly what you don't want.
Yeah.
So wear that angel protective bubble and send out all that love, acceptance to those children, because, oh my gosh, they need it so much right now.
Yes.
And you are such an important, vital component in their lives. That's what your angels just said. How cool is that? Wow.
I love it.
Keep bringing it, Melinda.
Okay.
It is
Thank you.
appreciated. It is noticed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Elena, come on up.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's the kitty?
Oh, I'm not quite sure. She comes and goes. That's kind of one of the questions I had because of all the weird things that have been going on the last couple weeks. with the way she's been behaving, the fall I had last week, and they're also trying to, like, I think, push through the next location. Of course, I'm fighting it. So I'm thinking that it all has to do with the location, but if there's also something more important for them to let me know, then I'd rather know that, because I can figure out the rest of the stuff myself. But so I'm not really sure.
Okay. So what can you share with Elena today to lift the clouds of confusion, help her get clarity about her future? Less worry about the future, Elena, more taking it day by day. You're overthinking. They're saying, location really isn't all that important. You can do your work from wherever you are. The most important thing about location is, where will you be happy? Because you deserve to be happy. You have not given yourself enough space and permission to be joyful. You came here to have this robust, exuberant, joie de vivre life. And it's just not been there because you're always feeling like you're not doing enough. There's more, more, more. You're really your own worst enemy in that regard. You're flogging yourself constantly. Got to do more, got to do better. Get off of that railroad train. It's going the wrong direction. Hop on the joy train, where people are having fun. They're enjoying one another's company. They're having light conversation and tea and biscuits, and it's just peaceful, delightful, and it flows. So more flow for yourself. Give yourself permission to be in that energy, knowing that whatever you do in the moment is perfect and fine. You can change it at any time, but stop judging yourself. There's so much judgment. Let that go. You would tell your best friend to cut that shit out, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
I heard you say the words. Tell yourself, because that's what you need to do. Stop doing that to yourself. It's not fair. It's treating Elena with more kindness, graciousness, and love. And then the clarity comes in. Because clarity can't come in when you've got all that confused stuff going on. That's a distraction.
So is Medicine Bear going to be okay? I mean, I know she'll always be okay. I mean, even if they're dying, Spirit always says they're okay.
Yeah.
But is she going to stick? I mean, because I really don't. What I've been picking up from her for the last week, now that she's starting to come out a little bit more, is basically stress. That's what, stress from me being here 100% all the time now, since I don't have a job anymore, and stress from Bearheart, who's always, even though he's fixed, keeps wanting to do. But she was also saying that she had made, when she decided to come back, she agreed to come back as long as I left Arizona, which I did, and that's how I found her again. But then I turned around and brought her back here 4 years later, and now she's really having issues because she, like me, does not want to be here. So I'm not sure if she's creating a physical problem or if it is really just straight stress.
Okay. So for Medicine Bear, is what she's going through related to stress? No. Is it related to her not wanting to live in Arizona? No. Is she facing end of life soon? Is that what this is about? Preparations? That's kind of up in the air. So she's considering exiting. Yeah, she's considering. She's not sure yet. So what would have to change in order for her to stay? Is there something that Elena can do? They're saying it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with her. She's got some turmoil within herself. So can you give us clarity about that? What's this turmoil? She's feeling very torn. She wants to be with you because she knows you want her to be there. But there's something that's calling her to the other side. So that's why she's kind of in this limbo place right now. So Would it be the optimal choice for Elena to give her permission to go? That would help if you can freely give her that permission, knowing that she'll be fine and you will see her again. Would she then choose to go if she had, but not right away? Yeah, they're saying she's not going to go right away. So, like within 6 months, is it highly likely that she will stay another 6 months? What about a year? Okay, so something like 6 months. She's winding down, but she hasn't totally made up her mind yet. She's kind of in between. And oh, yeah, that's related to you not making up your mind. You are so back and forth all over the place that she can't get a handle on her plans because you don't have a handle on your plans.
Well,
And
I told her.
her life is tied to yours.
Yeah, I told her last night and this morning that when my lease is up in August, I'm gone. I'm finished with Arizona. So maybe that'll help her decide, because that's what, 7.5 months. So that'll help her decide if she wants to go ahead and leave or if she wants to stick around to see where we go next.
It's more she's worried about you.
Me too, because that fall last week really shook me up. It was kind of scary.
It's like she's ready to go on one hand because she's got some plans that she wants to fulfill. But on the other hand, she's afraid to leave you alone.
But I won't be, because I still have her brother, Bearheart, still here.
But she feels like he can't do what she does.
He can't. He can't. Yeah. She's called Medicine Bear for a reason.
So, Medicine Bear, what if you could still provide that assistance from the other side? Would you then feel comfortable? Okay. So she just needs to get that within herself, that it's her soul, it's her journey. She's got to do what's best for her. You will be okay. And she's still connected with you no matter. So that's not going to end. So you can give her peace by helping her to understand and accept that truth. First, you have to accept it.
Yeah, can we do that? Okay.
But she hasn't decided yet, so it's still up in the air.
Then we will continue working with her and sending her more love and light to use however she wants to use it.
Yeah, that feels really good. Giving her permission to make the choice for herself.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. Yvette, come on up.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. What is your question today?
That's so great. It's great to be here and to talk to you. My question is actually general. It's last week I was on Ellie's Universe Always Wins. And she said some things that really kind of clicked with me, that kind of made me wonder if some of the dreams that I've been having or some of the dreams that I had in the past had any sense of realism to them.
Okay. So you're wanting to know whether the dreams are just random or if there's some purpose?
Yes.
Okay. So for Yvette, what can you tell her about these dreams? Are they messages? Is there something she's to get from them? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is she a dream master? No, you're not a dream master, but the dreams are purposeful. Now, are they premonitions? Are they meant to be premonitions about the future? Yes. Okay. Is there anything else you can tell her about these dreams that would be helpful to bring her peace? Yeah, just go with the flow. Don't worry about it too much. Some things you're going to understand right away. Other things are going to be like, what the heck was that? Just write them all down. Because what will happen over time, you're developing a language with them. So certain things will come that you won't understand what they mean. You can Google the symbology. Maybe that will help. Maybe it won't. But if you're writing it all down over time, you should see some patterns emerging that will help you to understand the bigger message. And then you'll get to a place where, oh, when I see red balloons, that's what it means, because you're developing that language.
Yeah, okay, because I had a magazine that had like a dream interpretation and what the dreams mean and stuff, but I was just kind of wondering about that. Can they give me any general, just a general advice on how to go through the next few weeks or so?
Okay. So anything you want to share with Yvette for the next couple of weeks, that would be for her highest and best. More relaxing, going with the flow. Don't stress about those little things. They will all work out. You're on the right track. That's the important thing. And there's an angel standing right behind you with her hand on your shoulder, on your right shoulder. So I don't know if you feel that or not, if you're aware of that, but there's always an angel there. And when that one has to go do something else, another one steps. Oh, that's funny. Another one takes its place. So you're never alone. There's always at least one hand there. And sometimes when you're going through something really difficult, I see 3 of them coming up behind you, all putting their hands on you at once. So if you feel something at weird times, that's what it is.
Yes. Yes, I do. I every so often, there are moments when I feel like I'm not alone, and when I'm, just like walking, or when I'm outside, or at specifically at this one place that we go to. I have to sometimes go into the basement of that place, and I get the creeps whenever I go in there. So I don't know if there's any symbolism to that, but whenever I'm in that building, I just kind of freak out because that's kind of weird.
Yeah. So
it's not a positive feeling. Instead, it's a negative one. So it's like when I'm here, I feel the positive, but when I'm there, I feel sometimes the negative. So it's like kind of weird.
So what you want to do before you enter that space that makes you feel that way, pause, call your angels in, ask them to put that force field around you and to be with you. Like if I go hiking and I get the heebie-jeebies that, oh, maybe it's not such a good day to be out here, I call a couple of Burly angels, specifically Burly angels. And what shows up for me, they come looking like the Incredible Hulk, one on either side, and hold my hand as we walk. No worries. Just call and ask. They'll be there.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So
it's great meeting
reinforcements
you.
are always available. Likewise. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Janice, come on up.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
And thanks for offering this. I'm kind of nervous. Sorry.
Oh,
Hi.
we're all friends here.
Your videos and your answers and your guidance, they really mean a lot to me in my life. So thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you.
Okay, so let's call this financial abundance flow, this big pot. And my questions kind of like are all in this pot. So any directions you can give me, or so should I possibly, I'm retired, but so should I venture out and get a job? Should I at home get a job, go out in the world and get a job, and or get a roommate, move into their house, or get another house myself? I have a condo, so I would have to go get another house and then invite someone in. So I'm just getting ideas. Do my angels and guide, can they offer any additional guidance for increased financial flow?
Okay. So for Janice, what guidance do you have for her to increase her financial flow? So staying in the condo and getting a roommate? Yeah, right away I heard roommate. So if that's something you're open to, that would be a good choice. Anything else you want to share? Is it optimal for her to consider a job? Not so much. What about work from home? Yeah, if it's something you enjoy. So working from home plus getting a roommate, would that be the optimal choice? That's a good combo. But they're saying the most important thing is you do what feels good to you because you want to be in that place of flow, comfort, so that you can trust that your angels will bring things to your attention that would be helpful. So if all of a sudden this opportunity shows up and you get this little skip in your solar plexus, oh, that's interesting. That's your angels sending you a message. Go check this out. This could be something that would fit. So they'll do that. They'll bring things into your attention. For you, it's just being present in the moment, noticing that you noticed, and then take some kind of action.
Okay. When we mentioned the condo, I mean, this is where I live. It's too small for a roommate. So that kind of throws me, but I made notes about being present and paying it. And what can you suggest for my lower chakras to, some days I feel pretty, they're not as strong or as healthy. You could probably give them a little boost, if you will.
Okay. Well, before we go there, when you said that it was too small for a roommate, I got this hit. What about pet sitting?
Okay.
People who go on vacation and need someone to watch their pet, it wouldn't be too small to bring a pet. Maybe that's the roommate they're talking about. So it's temporary.
Okay. Okay.
That's possible. So what do you have for Janice about her lower chakras? Yeah, I do feel blockage, like from the waist down. That's interesting. So would meditation be useful in this case? Oh, yeah, and they're reminding me there on my YouTube channel, there is a chakra meditation that goes through with this golden, I think it's a golden ball in that one, goes through all the chakras and lights them up, energizes them. So that's a good place to start. See how you feel after you do that.
Okay.
And then let us know, because there might be something else you can do in addition. But that's a good place to start.
Okay, great. All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay, you guys were doing great. Let's see. Laura F., are you still here?
Yep, I'm here.
Can you turn on your camera?
Yeah. Yay. Can you see me?
Yeah, see you now. Let me get you up here. All right.
Okay.
What's your question?
Yeah, so I feel like I've been dealing with the same question for a while of both career-wise. I tried to get into animal communication a little bit. I thought that was really interesting and fascinating. But then I'm trying to do it again now, a few months later, and I feel very blocked. Like, I feel like that's kind of like a sign, like, no, this isn't for you or something. And I do like holistic health. There's something called German New Medicine. And I'm like, it's kind of like niche to get into, and I don't know how to explain it right, but I feel like maybe that's where I'm supposed to go into, but I'm just not like, I'm like, how do I do this? And like, I don't know, it's hard. So I kind of have questions about career like that. Like, is that the direction to go into, or do I need to keep looking? So that's one of the questions I have.
Okay, so out of all those things you mentioned, do any of them light you up, excite you?
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of different things. And I've been learning for a few years now with just different modalities of healing, basically, but I haven't found anything that tops German New Medicine for me right now, as far as like seeing it in real time. And I'm like, wow, I really am fascinated by it. So yeah, that one right now is pretty high up.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to lean into the things that feed your soul.
Right.
What is that thing that gets you excited? Because the energy of doing what feeds your soul puts you on the track to success. And who would want to choose something that didn't light them up if they had another choice, right? So always lean towards that thing that lights you up. So German New Medicine, would that be an optimal choice for Laura now? Yeah. Follow the excitement, the spark, flare.
I know. It's just like it is it's like nerve-wracking because any of that stuff you like kind of have to be your own boss and like have your own business. And it's like, that's scary.
Well, not necessarily. If you're not somebody who's geared to be an entrepreneur, maybe you could find a collective of healers, or you
That's
could
true.
be one of a group, or sometimes like a chiropractor. They
Mhm.
work with people who do alternatives.
Yeah, that's true. I know I'm
Think
supposed to
about-
be my own boss, though. I actually do like I do want to do that. I'm just scared to do it.
Well, you don't have to start there. You can
Right.
start by working with other people, right?
Yeah.
That gives you kind of like your training wheels to get started.
Yeah. I've been kind of looking for that. I just haven't been able to get anything, but because the job I have now, I know it's not my right path and I don't want to do it anymore. So it's like, so I'll keep looking for that. I guess my other question though is
Before
also
you go there, let me interrupt you before you go there.
Mhm.
You've got to take action on what you're inspired. The
Mhm.
angels can't step in and facilitate for you if you're not taking action
Right.
and asking them for help. So even though you have another job, this is where
Mhm.
your passion lies. So start
Right.
taking steps towards doing that.
Yeah.
Baby steps are perfect. You're
Mhm.
opening doors when you do that.
Yeah.
And that's your path out of the job that's not working for you. But the
Right.
action is really important. Now, what's the
Yeah.
next question?
That's true. Okay, so actually doing action. And also like I feel like I've needed something that's going to support myself because right now I'm still living with my parents and I've been wanting to move, but I don't know where I would move to. So I think that's the other thing is like I can't imagine. I'm trying to visualize like where I would go and I'm just not sure. So is there any guidance or like anything that's coming up as far as that?
Okay. So is it an optimal choice for Laura to get her own place? Maybe, maybe not. Timing. It's all about the timing. Don't rush it.
Okay.
Just because you think that, oh, I'm grown up, I need to have my own place. That's
Mhm.
not necessarily true. The mores of society have changed. A lot of multiple families are living together just because housing.
Right.
So don't put that extra pressure on yourself right now because
Yeah.
you're working on a career change.
Yeah. That's
And
my
that
biggest thing.
that could close doors to you. So you want to be sure you're stable and ready before
Right.
you go on your own.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like try to focus on the career first and just taking action and then I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because if you jump out of a situation that's comfortable for you financially into something that's a strain,
Mm-hmm.
now you might have to make choices that are not so happy just to
Mm-hmm.
pay for your living situation. So
Right.
why add that extra burden if you don't have to?
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. All right, awesome. Yeah, that's all I had. So I think it's just like confirming what I already kind of know in the back of my head, like just go for it. And it's like, so thank you.
Take action today.
Yeah. Some things.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Adventurer, come on up.
Yes. Another person and I have been trying to heal a woman that has lost her sight. Her sight's deteriorating. And anyway, she's starting to see now. It'll get clear and then it goes back to blurry. And we've been trying to heal her. My question was, would lion's mane extract, it's a mushroom, would that help her? And if it did, would it last?
Okay. So this woman that Adventure is trying to heal, would lion's mane be an optimal choice as a remedy? Mm. It doesn't matter, which means it's not really going to have much effect. It's not going to hurt, but it's not going to really help either. So
Okay.
as he works with her healing, is there anything else that he can do to facilitate healing? You've started it. You've got to give it time. Is it highly likely that she will get some vision back? Some. Okay. Is it highly likely she can get it all back? Probably not all. But more than she has now? Yeah, more than she has now. So yeah, it's great as long as you want to continue working with her and facilitating. Now let's ask another question. Is she open to complete healing? Yeah, there's something blocking her. She's not totally open. It kind of feels like it might be guilt, self-punishment. That's where you
She
need to
she
focus.
lost her husband and she misses him. She was actually wanting to cross, but it's not time for her to cross yet. I
Yeah.
have another question is will my mother get my father's survivor pension? Is that pretty close now?
So for Adventure, his mother, is it highly likely that she will get her survivor's benefits in 2024? Yes. First half? First quarter? Second quarter? Okay. So May? April? Highly likely that it will be April. Can you tell us if it's definite? No, there's too many things still in motion, but right now it's moving towards April as a possibility.
Okay. All right. Glad you're feeling better, and thank you to you and
Thank you.
everybody.
Thanks for being here. Hey, Mike, can you come up? I don't know if your camera is working there. You said your audio and video are not responding. Okay. All right. That sucks, but it's good to see your face anyway. Pamela, come on up. Where'd you go, Pamela? You disappeared. Okay, I'll come back to you. Hopefully we can get it to go. Laura Connor, are you here? Can you turn on your camera?
Is it on now?
Oh, no, I just see a black spot.
I see me.
There's a button at the
talking-
bottom that says start video. Do you see that?
It says stop video.
That's so weird.
I see me. Up there. No, can't see me.
No, it's just black. Let me bring it forward. I'm sorry. No, it won't even let me bring you forward because it says your camera's not on.
It's on.
Try going out and coming back in and see if that fixes it.
Okay. Nothing.
You
I'm
actually
really
have to
sorry.
exit and then come back.
Will
Log
it go
off.
away from you, you mean? Okay.
Yeah, log off of Zoom and then log back in. Sometimes that fixes it, whatever it is. Meanwhile, I'll grab somebody else until then. So somebody said there's two Pamelas on here. Let's see if I can find the second. I only see one now. Pamela, I saw your picture a minute ago. Are you still there? Oh, she logged back in. Okay. There you are. Okay, come on up. Oh, now you got to unmute. All those pesky little things. No, I don't hear you.
Okay. How about now?
Now is perfect.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes, I hear you.
So were my guides and angels successful in crossing over 5 children this morning?
Okay, so Pamela's guides. Did you cross over 5 children this morning? Yes.
Yay. Okay.
I feel a real warmth in my solar plexus. And
Oh.
it's like the children turn around and wave in gratitude, and that's the warmth.
Lovely. I was waving too, and I was hugging them all mentally. And then I was picturing their reunion with their parents. Yay. That makes me very happy. Okay, quickly, the second, I'm trying to rush this along because I was so troublesome there. What can you tell me about my most recent incarnation before this one?
Okay. So for Pamela, what can you tell her about her most recent incarnation, the one right before this one? It was male. Okay. What else do you want to tell her about it? I'm seeing like this big hulking guy with dark hair and a heavy beard and a rough shaven, not a beard, but the stubbly kind of look. So he was somebody who worked with his hands, like a mechanic. Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
kind of what it
goodness.
looks like. And I'm seeing like that, the dark blue uniform that a lot of mechanics wear with their name on it. Was it a good life? Yeah, it was a fairly good life. And did he live long? Not terribly. So what age did he pass? Mid-40s. And did he pass due to illness? Okay. Can you tell us anything more about that might be important for her to know? No, it's not important to know those details. You don't want to get that too overly involved with past lives. It's important to know the highlights and the things that affect you in this life. So
Exactly.
is there anything from that life that's impacting Pamela today? It's holding back a little, not going full bore. A little bit of a worry about crossing lines. Okay. Can you give us more on that? Being a little too tentative. The contrast I'm seeing is he was kind of a big burly guy. You wouldn't think he'd be tentative, but he was. And yeah, I'm feeling like his wife was the boss in the family, pushed him around a lot, which eroded his confidence even more. And
How
that,
long ago was that?
can you tell us what time frame that was in? How many years ago or anything like that? Was it in the 1900s? Okay. So before 1950? Yeah. Before like 1910? Yeah, really early 1900s. So you didn't take very long off in between. You were in a hurry. But yeah, it's getting over that tentativeness, tiptoeing around trying to please people, being more of yourself. That was his big battle, and that led to his death because that caused the illness in his body.
Interesting. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Does that help?
Very much so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
good.
I think I've learned that. You can ask my husband. I think I've learned that lesson. But thank you very much. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Nancy, are you still here? Can you turn on your camera, or did we just talk about that? I'm losing track.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. So what is your question?
Well, first, thanks for the reminders about manifesting. I think many of us know those. I was kind of like rules, but it's great to hear the reminders. So my life has been just in such upheaval and chaos, probably for almost a year. And I know many of us have been like that, and I've just gone through a very, very ugly divorce. And so I'm still in kind of transition and figuring out where we're going to go next, and looking for advice and priorities, probably from guides and angels.
Okay. So for Nancy, what can you share with her to brighten her days as she goes through this dark time? Yeah, so Judy Garland is singing to you, put on a happy face. Spread sunshine all over the world, because when you do that, it lifts you up.
Okay.
So less focus on what's wrong in your life, more focus on those little things that are good, they will expand, and you share it and they will expand even greater until you're just this big bubble of happiness that people want to be with because it feels so good.
Okay, that's awesome. Like a piece of me, a lot of me knows that, but sometimes it's more of a struggle to do that than others.
Yeah, absolutely.
So a component of all this is there are a couple of financial things. One is my pension is going to change, and is there anything I can do? I have Reiki the situation, but is there anything else I can do, or what I should expect to help this get settled more quickly?
Okay, so for
He's
Nancy,
refusing to sign things.
okay. So for Nancy, what can you share with her that would ease this situation with the pension? Again, going with the flow, don't get into resistance, trusting that everything is going to work out for you. Make that your mantra. Everything always works out for me. My life is joyful. I am so happy and blessed to be alive. All of those things, that will help. And as you think of your pension, send love towards it.
Okay.
Because that will smooth the way and cut those noxious little cords that have popped up that's causing a delay. Just
Okay.
love and appreciation.
Okay. And then my son and my 3 dogs and I are currently renting a house, but we will need to buy one soon. And my budget has shrunk considerably for buying a house. So any advice, insight, suggestion, timing?
Okay. So for Nancy, guidance about buying a house. What can you share with her? Again, it's going with the flow, knowing that when you put your angels on the job, they will deliver. So is there an optimal timing for her for finding this house? Is it in 2024? Yes. Is it in the first half? Could be. What about first quarter? That's a little soon. So probably second quarter. And would it be optimal for her to start looking now, to be looking at houses now? Little premature to be looking now because there's some things that need to come together for your optimal house, so you don't want to get discouraged. So put all the things in place now that you can, sending out gratitude every day for that perfect house that's coming your way. Feeling
Okay,
that.
and I have to be out of my rental by April 30th, though, and finding a rental with 3 giant dogs is not so easy.
Yeah. Do you have a backup plan in case you can't find something for dogs? So I would have a backup plan, not that you want to do it, but it gives you peace of mind. So have a backup plan. Who could watch the dogs for you for some period of time until you're able to, if that were a necessity.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, let your angels work on it with faith and confidence that they will, even if it's a squeaker, don't give up hope. Let them work on it because they are perfectly capable of doing that.
Okay.
But you have to take action. So you hear about something from somebody and it catches. Oh, go take action. Find out about it. Don't let it go. They will be sending you stuff like that constantly.
Okay.
It's a matter of you noticing, taking action ASAP.
Okay.
That takes the pressure off of you.
Yeah, because like I said, my landlords here have been wonderful. It's expensive living here, but I really don't have anywhere else to send the 3 dogs, and so. Okay.
Would your landlord consider a 1-month extension if you were close to having something?
Maybe this is in the summer. This is an Airbnb, and it's a very busy summer vacation place. So they were happy to have somebody in here for the winter, but it's significantly more expensive, 5 times at least more expensive to rent here, this place in the summer.
Okay. So let the angels know that's your timeline.
Okay.
March would be even better.
March. I feel like March would be best for me, and hope the rest of it all.
And then you stay open, taking action on anything that you even get a glimmer that it might be from them.
Okay.
Because what happens is ego jumps in and tells you, oh, you made that up. It's nothing. Don't listen. Follow up on every single lead. Because they will be tossing them to you.
Okay.
They will never let you down, but you've got to meet them by taking the action.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
the help. Thank you for the advice.
You're welcome. Bye.
Everyone. Bye.
Debbie, are you still there? Can you come up?
I sure can. Give me 1 second. Okay. I like to go last because I think my internet's better. I think the angels took care of that, but I wanted to make sure there weren't too many people on the Zoom call. My question is, I'd like what's the right word? The conduit. I want to make sure that it's not my ego, and that is it my ego or was it divine inspiration?
Excuse me. So for Debbie, the message about the conduit. Oh, you bet your sweet Bippy that was from them. Absolutely. Because
Okay.
people don't just use language like that. That was a very specific chosen word to convey a feeling, an idea, a concept. You get to fill in the blanks about what it looks like.
Okay. Okay.
That
All
was
right.
to inspire you.
Okay. It did. It did. I've been
They're saying
processing
you're a
that.
live wire.
They're saying I'm a live wire?
Conduit, live wire.
Oh my goodness, that is really funny. They have been getting me to laugh more. So Livewire is making me giggle. That was pretty good. Anything else they want to share with me? I thank them for that message.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Anything else you want to share with Debbie? Yeah, just stay in the flow. Do what brings you joy. You are doing so well. They're
Yeah.
so happy and excited for you because you have turned your life around in such a short time.
Yeah. And I'm doing what I'm passionate about, and I'm bringing joy. And whenever you talk about all those things to other people and following joy, I have goosebumps because that's really what I've been doing. And I am so grateful. So
You
very
are
grateful.
there, you are living it, you're personifying it, and you're sharing it with other people.
Yeah. I'm very grateful. Any messages for my dear husband, Dan?
Okay, anything you want to share with Dan? Well, how's he going to keep up with you? That's his challenge, keeping up with his live wire wife. Okay. Anything else for Dan? Does he whistle? Like, does he
Not a
whistle
lot.
when he works? Because I'm hearing him whistling. So if he's not, he needs to do more of that. It's bringing out the joy in his daily activities. Because he tends to get very tunnel vision focused on stuff. They want him to lighten up a little. So adding the whistling while he's working will do that. It's not good for his health, that intense focus. Like blood pressure kind of thing, you know? It's lighten up a little, ease up. Don't beat your body up so much.
Okay. Yeah. Beating his body up. Yeah. That's right on. And his blood pressure has come down. No salt. He has no salt in his diet, no added salt, and he's eating all fresh foods. And it was down to 126 over 60 yesterday, 57, something like that. So he's doing remarkably well. Yeah. Yeah. But his body is getting a little beat up. So I will tell him to whistle.
Tell him that body has got to last him another 50 years.
Exactly. Exactly. All
so
right, my dear.
treat it like that.
I will tell him.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Healing light to you, love light, and to Susan and everybody else who's in need. And thank you for having me go last. I appreciate you so much.
Oh, I've got a couple more people here, but I wanted to
well, that was perfect timing.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for being here. And thank you for all the work that you're doing over there in the YouTube side.
I love doing that. So
Awesome.
thank you.
I appreciate it. Margaret, are you still here? You see Margaret there? Picture of a wolf or a husky? Okay, I'll come back to you and see if you're here later. Beverly, are you here? Can you turn on your camera? Come forward. Okay, what about 381400? I see you up there. I'm just looking for the people that I haven't talked to yet. So if that's you, turn on your camera. We want to talk to you. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody come forward. I'm just going to take a quick look on the YouTube side to say hello to all you beautiful people. Sister of Six, Craig, Letty, Lady Eva, C'est la vie, Jules, Janny, Rachel, Rob, Flora, Aaron Mist, Linda. Awesome. Sheila, hey, I'm so glad that you could join us for a while. Dave, Judy, Betty. Oh my gosh, so many lovely people. Tony, thank you all for being there, you guys. I hope that you got something out of being in the chat, that it was beneficial to you. And don't forget, on the first Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back for the metaphysical chat, where I'll be taking questions on the YouTube side. So I look forward to that. Meanwhile, if you've got something that's really pressing you want to know about, not personal, but other stuff, you can always put a question on the what do you call it, the community tab, to let me know, and I can use those things for topics for videos in the future, because you guys come up with these amazing questions that I never would have thought of, so that's always helpful. Your internet was better, Debbie. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, so you don't see anybody who showed up back on the Zoom side, so I think we're done. Amazing. So grateful that my voice held out and that you could all be here. Yeah, this is just the boost that I needed. I hope it was the boost that you needed. So let's just close with a little thank you to our teams and send you all off to have a fantastic Saturday. So for all of you, thank you for being here. You have no idea how much your presence, your energy means to this gathering. It's everything. It lifts us up to a higher level. It helps all of us to do our work at a higher level as we're all ascending to these higher frequencies, to that higher calling that we're all feeling right now. And I want you to know, when you feel that calling and you feel that pressure, got to do more, got to do more, got to do more, stop that. Shut that voice down. That is ego. Ego is getting in your way of living your joyful life. No, Creator doesn't say to you, whiplash, got to do more. Never. It's about you, my beautiful child. What would bring you joy, peace, calm, happiness? Do that first. Fulfill yourself first, and then share it with the world in whatever way you feel led to. When you feel that pressure, turn it off. That's ego. Don't let it get in your way. It blocks you. You want to be in the flow of sharing the love and the light wherever you feel led, but first taking care of you. Especially, we've all learned that lesson anew as so much illness has passed through our community in these past couple of months. It's really time to hunker down, work on the self-care, build ourselves up so that we have the strength and the endurance for what is to come, because 2024 is going to be a challenging year in many, many ways. We are up for the challenge if we do the self-care. Vitally important. So thank you to all of our amazing teams who help us with this mission that we're on, who inspire and lead us forward daily. So much love and gratitude to you. Thank you, Metatron. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, all that is. We're so appreciative of your love and your support each and every day. And with that, much love to all of you. I will see you very soon.